one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
John, you want to lead us in a prayer, please?
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Blessed are you, Lord God, King of the universe. All glory and honor is yours. For the time that we have not lived up to your expectations, or we have sinned against you, we ask for your forgiveness. We thank you for bringing us here together, for us living in this great country and township. Please help us to make the right decisions, to discern your will, and to move forward and work together as one.
Amen.
Okay, roll call.
Trustee Conley.
Here.
Trustee Bonomo.
Here.
Trustee Rivera.
Here.
Supervisor Balich.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Angela's running late. Angela will be here in a little bit. Okay, the next on the agenda is we're gonna announce the winner of the new Homer Township logo and photo, that the participants are all here. And then we're gonna ask the participants to sign their piece of art, which is beautiful. And we had everyone in the township look at them and pick out one that we want to use as a logo. And we did. And Vicki will take care of it from here, and she'll talk about who's the winner, and give everybody an award. And we're gonna thank you guys very much for participating. You did a nice work.
Okay, if the high school students want to come up here and grab your artwork, please. If you want to stand here and hold it up so we can get it on camera. Thank you. All right, we would like to thank each of the Lockport Township High School students for submitting a design for our new logo for Homer Township. Additionally, we would like to thank Mrs. Andrea Baumhart, their art teacher, for helping coordinate this project. The only criteria we asked for was whatever imagery they think represents Homer Township, and they could use any medium that they see fit. Each student is holding their design. Country Barn by Michael Stonis, Harvest Hands by Hannah Rasmussen, Old Growth, New Growth by Grace Weisner, and Business District by Julian Arzuaga. All of these designs are very creative, and it was not easy to pick a winner. We have chosen a winner, and Grace Weisner, Old Growth, New Growth, we believe best represents what we're looking here for in Homer Township. Thank you, Grace. Students, and we appreciate the time and effort you put into your designs. In appreciation for these efforts, we have a certificate and a gift card for each of you. I will start with Grace. Here you go, Grace. And I'm sorry, I also wanted you guys to sign your photos because no one had signed their photos.
We're gonna put them up in the office.
We will hang them up in the office. So if you wouldn't mind signing, please. Michael? Thank you very much. Anna, thank you very much. And Julian, thank you very much. Really appreciate all the effort you guys put in. Yeah, put the date on it.
11/8/21.
Thanks, Mike.
Coming from the lane. I could do food art. You put that train over there?
No. Really neat. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate all of you guys.
Steve?
You guys are welcome to stay for the whole meeting. You might want to, if not, you
Can I
can.
get a good picture of everyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab.
You're by yourself.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard me.
Okay, we'll let them know. We'll let them know.
I grab one.
Steve, did you get a good enough one of the four of them?
Yeah.
You did, okay. If you guys would like to stay for the meeting, you're more than welcome to, otherwise, you're more than welcome
You
to
don't have to
also
feel bad about
leave.
leaving.
If you don't wanna stay for the meeting, so.
Congratulations.
Andrea, did you want a picture with them?
I want a picture of Hannah and Michael and Julian together as a group.
Sure.
Just really quick.
You can put
before I
yourself
log
down on
out,
the table,
guys.
guys, and then this way.
If I could just get our
Maybe you
runners
could
up with the artwork
We're gonna
clear.
be leaving anyway, so.
Oh,
don't
okay.
even worry.
I'm so very proud of all of my students and the hard work that they show and dedication to our art program.
It was a tough decision.
Yeah, and it was really fun doing this.
And they have,
You should take a picture with them as well.
Yeah,
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 no,
why
of
don't you
course.
get in with
Okay.
everyone?
Smile.
thank you.
Smile, said smile.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you so much.
I think so. Vicki, did you want to collect our artworks for display?
Yes, please, oh yes, just go ahead and leave them on the table, thank you guys so much. Yes,
Okay.
we will still hang up all of them in the
Okay.
township offices, so, yes, we're very proud of you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicki. Thank you, kids and parents, for coming. I appreciate
Yes,
your,
yes,
I
thank you,
appreciate your
parents, too,
children.
for showing
Thank
up, we do appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Nice job.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda is public comments.
Yes.
We have one
Yes.
person or
We have two, actually.
two.
Sherry, Beniki?
Me.
Hi, Sherry.
Hi. All right, so, hi, my name is Sherry Benecki, and on behalf of the Homer Township Democratic Organization, we'd like to thank Vicki and the board for getting back to us regarding the holiday decoration guidelines. We do have families interested in a Hanukkah display, a Kwanzaa display, and a winter solstice display. With that being said, we initially inquired on November 3rd and followed up on the 4th. Having not received a response until late this afternoon, we've only been given 4 days to provide donated display information. We will email the display details over as soon as possible, but would appreciate at least a week to organize this for the families inquiring. We also understand displays can be put up 2 days prior to the start of the holiday and removed 2 days after. So just to verify dates, Hanukkah decorations may go up November 26th through December 8th. The nativity that had been donated may go up December 22nd through the 27th. The winter solstice display may go up December 19th through December 23rd, and the Kwanzaa display may go up December 24th through January 3rd. You guys could please advise us though on the 24th, you guys probably have limited hours, so we'll follow this up with an email. And also, it'd be great if you could somehow let us know where the display will be located and how residents may view the displays. Will there be pictures posted on the website's blog, or is there an official Homer Township Facebook page we can reference and share? The previous meeting was indicated the displays would be out in front of the offices for all to enjoy, based on the board's talk of how much room was available outside and possibly the need for electricity, etc. Typically, I'd stay after the meeting to discuss with the board members, but I had to bring my daughter along this evening. And since our supervisor and board refused to enforce the mask mandates intended to keep our community safe, I can't leave her exposed to the unmasked and unvaccinated and freely participate in what's supposed to be an open meeting for all. The township supervisor and board have effectively removed my right and ability to protect my child inside a government building. So I'm asking the board to please review their stance on refusing to follow the state's mask mandates so all that would like to attend can attend. I'll follow up this public comment with an email. I know you guys can't answer questions during public comment, so you can just address the email. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and then Ellen Moriarty.
First of all, let me congratulate the crack team from AG Technologies on finally removing Clerk Kruzak's name from the front page of the website and replacing it with Clerk Bozen's. It only took 5.5 months and $6,915 from the taxpayers to get that done. AJCT also seems to have a problem getting minutes posted even though they've been approved. In fairness, perhaps that's the negligence of the clerk. They aren't written correctly. You all should really think about what you're approving. On that note, when will the minutes from the September meeting be posted? This board unanimously approved them on October 18th. Don't think that the Rumble videos allow you to skirt the requirements either. Neither Rumble nor YouTube are ADA compliant, a requirement that is necessary for any video to be considered official. Homer Township taxpayers gave Mr. Spooner $1,350 in July for only a handful of unofficial videos. I'd like to address item 7D tonight. In addition to the thousands of dollars we taxpayers have already paid for an incorrect website and non-compliant videos, Mr. Balich is now asking for the board to rubber stamp his request to mail all Homer Township residents a newsletter. More thousands of our tax dollars that will end up in garbage cans unread. More than 20,000 households at 58 cents per letter. You do the math. I'll end tonight once again noting that this meeting is not in compliance with the Governor's Executive Order 2021-20 that states the following. Beginning on Monday, August 30th, 2021, all individuals in Illinois who are age 2 or over and able to medically tolerate a face covering shall be required to cover their nose and mouth with a face covering when in an indoor public place. Not only is this considered an indoor public place, this is a government open meeting. As such, the supervisor is required to make this accessible to everyone. His unilateral choice to allow these meetings to run without compliance to the executive order and the CDC guidance have had a chilling effect on the attendance of these meetings. This is a de facto violation of the Open Meetings Act. The supervisor is responsible for ensuring that the township meetings are accessible to everyone. We were already exposed to COVID after the August meeting. Why doesn't the supervisor and his rubber stamp board consider all the residents of Homer Township?
Thank you for your comments, Ellen.
I'm a personal care worker for a disabled person. My husband visits his 90-year-old, recently widowed daughter multiple times a week.
3 minutes.
For us to be exposed and possibly carry COVID is a tremendous risk. Why do our elected officials continue to ignore 750 million dead and the need to protect your constituents, no matter how you personally feel?
Ellen, please, we gave you.
Do whatever the hell you want privately, but here is our elected board. We deserve better. We deserve open and safe access to our meetings.
Motion to recess, so,
I'm done.
Never mind, we don't have. Oh, boy.
Thank you.
Well, actually, it's witchcraft, like Wicked, like you.
We didn't need that, but, whatever.
Oh, you gotta reconvene.
Okay, let's reconvene the meeting.
Motion to reconvene.
I'll second the motion.
Aye. Vicky?
Okay.
Motion to approve reconvening.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Conley?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Sorry, we're going to get ice cream.
Okay. Tortured. Okay.
You know, all our cars
We didn't need that kind of display, but that's part of life.
You can delete that.
Next up is our clerk, Vicki Bozen. She's going to give her report.
Okay, first I'd like to have a motion to approve the October 18th monthly township board meeting minutes. If I can get a motion for that, please.
I'll make the motion.
Okay.
I'll second the motion.
Any comments?
No.
All in favor? Sorry.
Aye.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Okay, then a motion to approve the October 22nd special town meeting minutes. By
Motion
Hannah.
to approve?
Okay. Second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, and then, okay, so in your packet, you have the Homer Township Board of Trustees meeting schedule for 2022. I just want to note that the one in April will be directly after, the biggest change is the one in April will be directly after our annual town meeting, so that'll make it on a Tuesday instead of a Monday in April. So I just wanted to point that out as a little bit of a difference. So, any comments or questions? Okay.
No.
Can I get a motion, please?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passes, thank you. That's it for that concludes my report.
Okay, on the supervisor's report, I got a call today. It's not on the agenda, but I just figured since I got a call, I would answer it because there's a simple answer. I was asked why we have payments go out to Bump and Grind, and I just want everyone to know the reason for that is Bump and Grind does our oil changes, and they fix all the parts that get broke on our trucks. So that's why we have, because I got asked by somebody why we have Bump and Grind. I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. So I had to double check and find out and make sure, but that's what happens. So you'll constantly see Bump and Grind, but our trucks are not getting in accidents. They have minor repairs fixed. Okay. At the special town meeting on October 22nd, 2021, passed were both the motion to approve the transfer of Homer Township property parks to the Village of Homer Glen and a motion to allow Homer Township to purchase, sell, and lease open space property. So it's just an update, and that's what happened at the special town meeting on the 22nd. Then Bernardi Securities, giving you an update on that. We are all ready to rock and roll with that, and we're going to be saving a big giant sum of money over the whole term, about $240,000. So refinancing the bonds for just the interest rates, not the term. It's the same term as it was, we just got a lower interest rate. And we did it at the right time, so we're gonna save $240,000. So everyone's aware of that, and so that's not a backdoor referendum, you know, where you turn around and you increase the term and then you say you save money. No, we've kept the same number of years. I think there's 5 years left. Is that it?
I believe so, yeah.
I believe it's 5 years left on it, and that's what it was before, and we just got a better rate. Then we're gonna need a motion to approve a resolution adopting a purchasing and accounts payable policy and procedure for Homer Township. I'm gonna have the attorney kind of explain what that is, so everybody knows exactly, so I don't screw it up.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. This is a relatively standard type of policy. This township code allows for the township board to, by resolution, delegate certain prepaid expenses and other things that occur more than once a month that need to actually be approved for payment. And so this allows the supervisor to just, for the end of the township, to just pay out, and this is the first part, like utilities, IMRF, other things that some may not always get on the exact board agenda. Additionally, it's a general efficiency type of policy, and for transparency purposes, just really sets out what the spending limits of each officer, what the supervisor can actually commit to before coming to the board. Say, and there's a certain threshold. The state law requires $20,000 for a formal competitive bid process. That's obviously unchanged, and that's in here within that. But there are other levels where to say that the supervisor can start to talk about, exploring to get certain contracts or do certain things at lower, much lower price levels without having to call a special board meeting every single time. Instead, that information would become and be ratified at the next board meeting, especially if it's something that has to be moved on quickly. And like I said, many townships have this type of policy. It's something to help clarify the role of the supervisor, the board versus the staff, and just so that everyone's on the same page. And again, it's also for the public to know who can do what.
Thank you.
Okay, we need a motion and a second.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Is there any discussion on it?
I think it's great. It's easy to read.
Okay. And, clerk, do you want to call the roll?
Sure. Trustee Ada?
Yes.
Trustee Bonomo?
Yes.
Trustee Rivera?
Yes.
Trustee Conley?
Yes.
Supervisor Balch?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Next is a motion to approve a mailing to go out to all Homer Township residents as of November, it's a November newsletter, on the accomplishments of the township since taking office. And one of the reasons we decided to do that is because we don't have a local paper anymore. So if you want to believe what you see on Facebook, it ain't accurate. If you want to read the patch, it's whoever writes it. So there's nothing accurate. So that's why you're seeing like the Village's one, they did a newsletter. That was so that people know what's really going on, because a lot of rumors and innuendos are all over Facebook and social media. And this way you'll at least know what's factual. So, yes, Grant?
Lockport Township mails out the same thing.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's real common to do, but it's more important in a place where we don't have a newspaper anymore. So we're planning on doing it twice or 3 times a year. And despite what a lady that just walked out said, it's not 58 cents per house. And there's the price that she said is off, but I'm not going to go there anymore. But that's why we're doing it, so everyone gets to know exactly what we're doing. And then if you have questions ever, people can call me. My cell phone's available all the time. You can call me anytime up till no later than 3 o'clock a.m. I usually go to bed about midnight, but that's okay. But don't call me past 3 a.m. or earlier than 6, so that way you give me a little time to sleep. I think that's a fair thing, don't you guys? Okay. I need a motion to approve the mailer.
I'll start the motion.
I'll second.
Conley? Yep. Second, okay. I'll take a roll call.
I just wanted to say, I think it's a great idea. I think that people don't know what's really happening, a lot of what's going on. I know that I struggle to find information on all kinds of things. So I think it's just very clear and concise, and I think it's a great idea. And I appreciate the effort that's gonna go into trying, and I understand that some people may just throw it away, but I think that it's a good idea to share information with people.
I think most people are going to want to read it because there'll be pictures. Some people like comic books, you know, I like to look at things. You know, but if they actually read the articles, they'll get a real good understanding of all the stuff that we've done,
I think it's just,
and
yeah.
they'll be happy.
I think it's nice to be able to reference something on what's actually happening in your town. It's very easy, everyone's very busy, so it's nice to have a concise, just kind of rundown on what's been going on. And I love that we'll do it a couple times a year.
I know it's a form of communication. A lot of people get 100 emails a day. They simply
You don't read
go
them.
over through them. At least this is a hard copy. It gives a little transparency, a little openness, and it gives people an opportunity to read about what is going on in their township. And if they have questions, they could come to a meeting, or they could, you know, reach out to us via email. So.
Right, and I think that people are sometimes surprised, like, oh, I know who that is, you know, or something like that. I'm always surprised when I see someone like, oh, they're on that, that's so nice. And they can put a name with a face if they have questions. I think it's great.
And they may also get information about other services that the township offers that many people don't know.
Correct.
So
I think most people don't know.
we've seen this in many places be very successful.
Yeah.
Just on an outside perspective, very, very successful.
I appreciate the effort.
And I want to give kudos to Mark Garwin. He's our collector. Mark has headed up that effort. Our board, even our assessor, he hasn't taken office till January. He's involved heavily with our committees. So the entire group that was elected, even though a collector usually does just a name only, doesn't do nothing, Mark is actually doing things. Carmen's already working with us. So everybody in this group is out really working hard. And that's important to know, because you don't see Mark here right now. So that way he won't be blushing.
We'll do a roll call for that, guys.
Okay.
Trustee Bonomo?
Yes.
Trustee Rivera?
Yes.
Trustee Conley?
Yes.
Trustee Ada?
Yes.
Supervisor Balch?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, then there was a filming by Apple TV for a series called Ripple Effects. and it's gonna be on October 22nd of this year coming up, and it'll go to 22nd to 24th on Apple TV. And we made a deal with Apple TV, and they paid us nicely. And they also did a lot of the work for free for us that we wanted to have done to expand the Trantina Park into an event center. So if you go back into the Trantina Farm heading north, when you go in, you'll see a big giant area where all the weeds have been cleared out, and they've been rototilling it and getting it all prepared so we can plant grass in the summer or do whatever we want. But we'll probably be, I have to get with our engineer for the project, Mr. Porfilio, and this week we're gonna be designing stuff so that we can, as soon as the weather breaks in the spring, we wanna start moving on it. We're gonna be doing a number of different things, but that's one thing that we saved, whatever it costs, to get rid of the weeds, rototill it, and get it all flattened out. So if you wanna see it, go out there. It's north, all the way near in the back. So just keep going north until you see it. It'll be all flat. Thank you, Apple TV. Come back again. And then we have an update regarding the holiday display, but I guess we don't really need to read it anymore because it's all been taken care of. But if you guys want to read it, okay. All right. Homer Township welcomes all cultural holidays and seeking symbols of different religious traditions within the holiday display. While this display will be located in public forum, the township is open to multiple cultural holiday decorations to prevent any indication that the township endorses any particular religion. Please let families you've been in contact with know that the township is open to resident donations for additional cultural holiday donations for display. The township will accept display donations, decoration donation requests by township residents and have a deadline for display decoration requests by Friday, November 12th, to allow the township the appropriate time to make arrangements to fit decorations within appropriate time of the cultural holidays. The township asks that the requests include details on the size of the proposed display so that the township can know how much space may be needed for each. All submissions will be considered by the township board, and although the display area is not limitless in size, will include many donated cultural holiday decorations as possible. No overlapping decorations will be accepted. It will be on a first-come, first-come basis. Donated decorations must be new and in working condition. The township is not responsible for putting up or taking down donated decorations, nor for maintaining the decorations while on display in the designated area. All donated decorations may be put up 2 days prior to the date of the holiday you're representing and must be taken down 2 days after the holiday you're representing. So it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm not a good reader because I don't see good, so I hope you understood it. If you didn't, it's okay. And we've got the ones that the Democratic Party decided to do, and none of them were Christmas. But that's okay. Angel Shake is going to be volunteered at 2 months ago, I think it was, or 3 months ago, volunteered to head up the Living Nativity Scene, and that will be the 22nd and 23rd of December. And then we got Christina MC, she's doing the donation for the actual manger, and that'll be up on December, was it 28th we can put it up?
November 28th.
November 28th we can put it up. And all this stuff follows along with the holiday. Hanukkah, did we get one of the Hanukkah ones? No. But Hanukkah could do it on November 28th until December 6th. Christmas goes November 28th to January 6th, because that's the Feast of Kings or the Epiphany. And then Kwanzaa's the 26th of December to the 1st. So them are the ones that are, I guess, going up, but they had another one, right? Solstice?
It's a winter solstice, but I don't think that's a holiday.
Neither is, oh, I'm sorry, I'm
No.
out of order, but Kwanzaa's not a holiday. I mean, Kwanzaa's not a religious, it said, you guys said religious or holiday. Kwanzaa's a cultural thing.
Oh.
It's a cultural
It's a cultural,
acknowledgement.
Yeah, I got it, read what it is about, it was for the 1960s, it was about black power and black heritage, going back into Africa,
right,
but that was it. So, you know,
just like winter solstice. It's
I've
not
never
a-
heard of
and
one.
you know what,
Solstice.
I just figured,
Did you?
I don't prefer doing stuff like that, but you know what? We're under a country that, I got other stuff that I'm gonna fight with
Well, I
about.
suggest if
So
somebody's gonna
sometimes you
put-
pick your battles, and this battle is not one that I wanna fight.
Right, but if somebody's gonna do Kwanzaa, then I hope it has something to do with their heritage, and it's not just some random, just to do it, to say, hey, we're gonna do Kwanzaa, but it's not, it doesn't mean anything to them. Like, I hope it's a family that
Well,
actually
right.
means something to them.
You know, I have opinions too, and I'm not speaking out of order, so are you gonna continue to let people speak out of order? Because I think that's really inappropriate.
You know what, you're right, we're not supposed to be talking right now.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much, I appreciate that.
Because you know what, you're right.
Thank you.
It's not supposed to be happening. I screwed up. I would be saying, don't do it, and I did it my own self. Okay, so we did the update regarding the holiday display stuff. Now we have Brent Porbilio, you have a report?
Okay, I got a bunch of stuff, I'm gonna try to make it brief, lots going on. The intergovernmental agreement between the road district and the village of Homer Glen was recently approved. I wasn't able to make the monthly meeting last month. My mom has cancer and she has a lot of needs right now, so I'm spread a little thin, but that was an important thing. We worked on that for 4 months. And it's benefiting everybody in the township as well as the village of Homer Glen. The second IGA that's, I think it's gonna be up for vote tonight, is between the village of Homer Glen and the Homer Township Road District for salt for this winter. To try to summarize what's happened is there was a 2-year contract that the road district has with Champion Salt, and it expires this year. We were able to have that honored this year, and even though we're not doing the snow removal for the 150 plus miles, Homer Glen will be doing that, so I stuck my neck out to acquire the salt, even though Homer Glen didn't acquire any at the time. So now everything's good. Everybody's going to have all the salt they need, 3,000 tons, which is more than enough. And in order to make it, in order to bind Homer Glen to the road district for that 3,000 tons, we needed an agreement, and that's what the intergovernmental agreement is for. If we didn't have that, the road district would be on the cuff for $300,000. We don't want that to happen, of course. So that's an important item. The 2021 roadway improvement program for the road district is complete. I did my final inspections today. We're looking over the winter time to do next year's program. That will be finished upon my annual assessment of all the assets in the road district. There is a concrete and asphalt repair project going on at Founder's Crossing. The sidewalk was scheduled to be completed today. We're going to try to squeeze the paving in next week. We have temperatures in the low 50s, which is going to be perfect. God forbid if it doesn't go that warm, but we're going to get it done. We accepted bid proposals for a number of improvements at the road district building. As you know, what I inherited was not complete. It was just the shell of the building. It didn't include any of the typical things you see in a yard for a road district. We're getting those things done now. The material storage bins are starting to be delivered right now. We also accepted bids for water and sewer lines to the building, for offices, bathrooms, and the sprinkler system. And also gutters are being put on the building that weren't there before. I'm meeting Wednesday night this week with local schools, police, and fire departments regarding the truck traffic issues on Tamerlane Drive. I'm looking to put in a dead end on that street, and I want to be able to coordinate it with all the local agencies so everybody's on track with this. The draft budget has been completed for 2022. It's going to be approximately a 65% reduction from last year's levy. That will be finalized when I'm done with my inspections to see how much money I want to budget every year long-term for improvements to the system, road district assets, roads, bridges, culverts, things of that nature. And lastly, Steve and I are looking into some new revenue-producing opportunities for the road district and the township. this is gonna be a joint effort to try to lower taxes for everybody else. And that's everything I have.
Thank you, Brent. Do you want us to do a motion to approve doing the salt or?
Is that in here somewhere already?
No.
It's not,
No, it wasn't needed. It wasn't needed because the road district has the authority to just sign off on it anyway. But I know Brent usually likes to have the board approve it, so.
Yeah, I wanted everybody's blessing on this. Again, it's $300,000. If there's not an agreement with Homer Glen, we're gonna have to sell it to somebody else. And there's no guarantees we're gonna be able to sell 3,000 tons. No guarantees, and that's a big nut to pay, 300 grand. So this agreement is a commitment from Homer Glen that they're gonna buy all 3,000 tons off of us for the winter. So if you guys could bless that, that would be
So
wonderful.
can you get a motion to approve that?
I'll motion. I'll second.
Who's second?
Comment.
Now, it was reviewed by council, by the road district council and the township's council, and they added a few phrases into there, and I sent it over to Homer Glen this afternoon, and they're gonna be voting on it maybe next Wednesday,
Yeah.
correct? But I wanted to make sure you guys are all okay with it before it's voted on by them, and that I have your blessing. So if Ross is okay with it,
I think that the board technically can't vote on it, it's not on the agenda, but, I mean, if, you know,
We can discuss it.
we can discuss it.
are there any questions,
No.
any concerns that you have?
It seems like I went through all the motions and went through all the
And to be
proper
clear,
channels.
the highway commissioner has absolute authority to just.
I realize.
I know.
I love you guys, I just want your blessing and stuff.
That's more.
That's why I brought it up.
That's for the
So next year, the way it's gonna work, if we still have the intergovernmental agreement between Homer Glen and the road district, I hope it's still valid, they would be paying for salt on their own dime, and we would have a small reserve that we would use in case there's issues. So, and I already have a number of vendors we would follow on getting salt next year, it'd probably be tied into the state bid, so we'll be okay. That's kinda, I just wanted to make sure that this year's was paid for and committed to, because I already stuck my neck out. So,
I'll note in the minutes that there were no questions or concerns by the
Okay.
trustees.
thank you.
The assessor is not here. Now the committee reports, the senior committee, Bonomo, Rivera, and Conley. Any of you guys want to talk about the seniors?
Well, I'd like to simply say that, we're continuing with the, we call it Zingo now, not bingo, unfortunately. But the next event is tomorrow, and we expect anywhere from 60 to 65 seniors involved in this. I am getting participation from food vendors, from Papa Joe's, thanks to Carmen. He's going to be providing pizzas and salads for us tomorrow. And after this, we're going to start talking about a Christmas party for the seniors, and we're going to get the village involved in that as well. Cross of Glory has been gracious enough to give us their facility to conduct the Zingos, Bingos, and the Christmas party. So we're going to take advantage of it, and hopefully we'll make it a grand day for them. And from that point, we'll go forward with activities and further events for the seniors, but we'll get it going. Thank you.
And then next we have the truck enforcement committee, and that's Mike and Brent. Either one of you guys got a report on that, or the salt status quo?
It's all status quo.
We have it
Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, we're meeting to discuss.
Is that 8 a.m. or 8 p.m.?
8
AM.
a.m.
A.m., right.
8 a.m.
We had to work it around all the schools,
Before you
fire
said Wednesday
departments,
night.
and everybody
It
else.
says night, and I got confused. That's why they-
8 AM.
All right.
8 AM.
All right, then we have the land identification committee, and I think we have Carmen and Angela on that, and Mark's not here. So Angela, are you gonna do it, or is Carmen gonna do it?
I can do it. A couple weeks ago, we submitted a packet to the supervisor on mostly all the land we identified. There's a few we're still getting information from. There's some older people in the area that want to give us information from deeds and stuff that they have. It's nice to get information from them. Plus, Mark likes to get out there and talk, so it's kind of a good thing for all of us. But, this task wasn't easy. It really took a lot of time and effort, going around. Mark's been a big advocate for getting people involved, so it was kind of nice, hear some old stories and stuff. But we did lay it out. We put it all in a nice big packet, so the township has it to work off of. And as you guys can see, it's pretty impressive. And Angela worked hard too.
I didn't, actually, but Mark and Carmen really did. I just come and drink the coffee and eat donuts. Mark's been, it's very detailed and it's so nice because I come with questions and they always have answers, so that's nice.
And we had
Ton of work, oh
a
my
piece
gosh.
of land that this committee found. It was 10 acres, and I wanted to sell it because we could use the money for our projects that we're gonna be doing. And working with the attorney because we're landlocked. So I can't put it for sale until we can figure out how to get, and then way in and out. So that's one of the things that this committee found, because we had no clue about what that was. But now we know where it is, and it's a real nice piece of land. So we're stuck for a little while. With, that's the end of that one, and we go on to a motion to approve all payment of bills for October 2021. Founders Crossing Bond, Founders Crossing General, Founders Crossing Assistance, Open Space, Park Developer Contribution, Park, Town, Road, and Bridge, and Equipment and Buildings.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Who seconded that?
Bob?
I'll take a roll call. Trustee Ada?
Yes.
Trustee Bonomo?
Yes.
Trustee Conley?
Yes.
Trustee Rivera?
Yes.
Supervisor College?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, there's no new business, and all the old business is pretty much old business. We're still pending. Nothing's happening, and there's no executive session, so I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll start the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, guys. God bless you.
Yeah.
We need to have